maximize financial wealth. 2, that we're individuals trapped in an adversarial world. And 3, that this situation is inevitable and eternal. We see these ideas as truths. They're not. They're ideas that previous generations proposed and accepted. They're assumptions that separate us, keep us powerless, and limit our imagination for the future. They're ideas that we must re-examine if we want to go somewhere new. This book is about a simple idea, that a world of scarcity can become a world of abundance if we accept a broader definition of value. We recognize that there are many valuable things in life: love, community, safety, knowledge, and faith, to name just a few. But we allow just one value, money, to dominate everything else. Our potential for a more generous, moral, or fair society is limited by the dominance of money as the be-all and end-all. It puts a ceiling on what we can be. Until very recently, conversations like this were on the fringes of society, but in recent years they've become more mainstream. In 2019, Fox News host Tucker Carlson sharply questioned financial maximization during a 15-minute monologue on his primetime show. He said, "At some point, Donald Trump will be gone. The rest of us will be gone too. The country will remain. What kind of country will it be then? How do we want our grandchildren to live? These are the only questions that matter." The answer used to be obvious. The overriding goal for America was more prosperity, meaning cheaper consumer goods. But is that still true? Does anyone still believe that cheaper iPhones or more Amazon deliveries of plastic garbage from China are going to make us happy? They haven't so far. A lot of Americans are drowning in stuff. And yet drug addiction and suicide are depopulating large parts of the country. Anyone who thinks the health of a nation can be summed up in GDP is an idiot. We are ruled by mercenaries who feel no long-term obligation to the people they rule. They're day traders, substitute teachers. They're just passing through. They have no skin in this game, and it shows. They can't solve our problems. They don't even bother to understand our problems. For our ruling class, more investment banking is always the answer. They teach us it's more virtuous to devote your life to some soulless corporation than it is to raise your own kids. Market capitalism is not a religion. Market capitalism is a tool, like a staple gun or a toaster. You'd have to be a fool to worship it. Our system was created by human beings for the benefit of human beings. We do not exist to serve markets, just the opposite. Any economic system that weakens and destroys families is not worth having. A system like that is the enemy of a healthy society. Across the political spectrum, people can feel that financial maximization has taken us off course. This book proposes what we should do instead: end financial maximization's reign as the primary driver of human activity by expanding our idea of value. The goal isn't to get rid of money, it's not to eradicate greed, it's not anti-profits either. The goal is a world where values like community, knowledge, purpose, fairness, security, tradition, and the needs of the future also have a rational say in the big and daily decisions we face, not just whichever choice makes the most money. I believe that future is possible, and I believe it can be here faster than we think. By 2050, we can expand our idea of rational value beyond financial maximization and grow value in new ways. The year 2050 is more than a round number in a newspaper headline. It's a generation from now, 30 years away from this moment. 30 years is the right timescale to think about significant change. 30 years is how long it took to create the internet. 30 years is how long it took to get from exercise not being a thing to gyms and yoga studios being almost everywhere. 30 years is how long it took most of the population to quit smoking. The law of compounding interest says a small amount of change adds up each year, gaining momentum as it grows. 30 years from now, 2050, will be the first time society will be led by the Millennial and Z generations. Two groups notable in many ways, including for being the first to grow up after the internet. These generations show a strong dissatisfaction.